Okay, fine. So welcome guys. In this today's session, we are going to uh, learn on what is this ADB. What is ADB? What is ADB? So ADB means it's an Android debug bridge. Okay, ADB is Android debug bridge. So ADB. So ADB is a versatile command tool. It's a versatile command tool to work on Android devices for debugging purpose. So we use this ADB tool to work on the Android devices for debugging purpose. So this Android debugging, okay, has three components as it is having three components. First one is the client. First one is the client. Second one is the server. And the third one is daemon. So the ADB is a versatile command tool which works on Android devices for debugging purpose. Where it is having three components: client, server, and daemon. Now we'll see how the architecture of the ADB works here. So before that, let us see some more information on the ADB. So ADB is used only on Android, not on iOS. ADB is used only on Android, not on iOS. First thing. Second thing, you can configure ADB in two ways that we'll discuss in the upcoming in future now. Okay, so ADB is used only on Android device, not on iOS. Now ADB runs on the TCP port number 5037. Okay, it works on the TCP port number 5037. ADB works on the port number 5037. Okay, so let us go in depth of this. What is this ADB? So ADB means Android debug bridge. It is a toolkit. Included in SDK package of the Android Studio. It is not only a powerful tool for it is a powerful tool SDK package. So it is a powerful tool. To debug, used for debugging purpose. Debugging purpose. It is used by both developers and testers. So ADB means Android debug bridge. It's a versatile command tool to work on Android device for debugging purpose. It is having three components: client, server, and daemon. So ADB is only on the Android, not on iOS. ADB runs on the port number 5037 TCP. So TCP port number 5037. It is included in the SDK package. it is used to debug purpose. It is used by both developer and testers. It is used by both developer and testers. So ADB is used to communicate with a device or emulator or emulator with a device or an emulator, where we can use ADB for installing the build. Okay, installing the build means app. Okay, installing the build, recording the screen, taking logs, taking logs, etc. Taking logs. Taking logs. So it is a client server architecture. It is a client server architecture. It's a client server architecture where it includes these three components. Where it includes three components: client server and the daemon. Client server and daemon. Client means it is a client is used to send commands. Is nothing but the user. This configuration, client configuration will be done in development machine. Development machine means the system which you are using. Development machine or a system. So server job is to receive the command and manages the commands between client and daemon. Manages the command between client and daemon. Server configuration will be done on development machine only. So both server and client will be done on development machine only. So daemon means it is a it runs in the device. The command will runs in the device. Command runs in the device. So it is having, so this will be configured, daemon will be configured in device. Okay, to run the daemon emulator, no need of configuration. So ADB means Android Debug Bridge. It is a versatile command tool to work on Android devices for debugging purpose, where it is having three components. So ADB is used on the Android, not on iOS. ADB runs on the TCP port number 5037, and ADB is a toolkit included in SDK package. It is a powerful tool used to debug purpose. It is used by both developers and testers. So ADB is to communicate with device or emulator, where we can use ADB for installing the build, recording the screen and taking the logs. Where it is having three components. It is a client server architecture where it includes three components, that is client, server and daemon. So client job is to send the command, that is the user. Server job is to receive the command and manage the command between the client and daemon. This two will be configured in the system. Daemon job is to run the command in the device, run the commands in the device. So daemon will be configured in the device. To run the daemon in emulator, no need of configuration. So in emulator you will not be doing any configuration, but on the devices you need to do it. So let us see how to configure the client and server. Let us see how to configure on the client and server. So before this, let us see the architecture. Let us see the ADB architecture, how it works. Let us see the architecture, how it works. So ADB is having three components, that is server, client and the daemon So it is having three components: client, server and daemon. Client, server, and the daemon. Okay. So client means user, client means user, so this we call it as a this command line. We'll use command line or Android Studio. So this will be run on the command line or the Android Studio. Now, so this will be configured, where it will be configured in the system. This both will be configured in the system. Server and client will be configured where? In the system. So I can call it as a development system or only the system. Configuring development system mode. Now, so now this server, this runs on the TCP IP port number 5037. 5037. It runs on 5037. Okay, so this is the ADB server. This is the ADB server which runs on the TCP port number 5037. So daemon runs on the port number TCP. From here 15 digits, okay, it will run. Okay, it has taken 15 sorry 6 13 TCP IDs is being configured for daemon. Okay, so it will run on the TCP IP 55555 port number 5555. So this is to run the device. This will be configured in the this will be configured in device. This will be configured in the device. This will be configured in the device. This will be configured in the device. Okay. Now, here the functionality is client sends the commands. Client sends the command. Client sends the command. Client sends the command. Server checks. Server, observe carefully. Client sends the command. Okay, client job is to send the command. 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 Here, once the command is been sent, the server checks whether the ADB server is running or not. Once the client is sending the command, server will not be started immediately. Either you need to start manually, or if you send any command, first server checks whether I am running or not. If it is not running, it will start in the port number 5037. So it will start in the port number 5037. It will start in the port number 507. So client sends the message, server receives the message. Once server receives the message, server checks whether I am running or not. It will only check whether I am running or not. So if it is not running, it will start the server in the TCP IP port number 5037. Once the server starts, it will automatically checks. Once the server starts, it will automatically checks whether device or an emulator is running or not. Whether the device or an emulator is running or not. It will check whether the device or emulator is running or not. If the emulator or the daemon is running or not, so daemon means device or emulator, so it will check whether the daemon is running or not. So if it is running, it will execute, sends the message to server. So then the output will be displayed here. Then the output will be displayed on the command line interface. It will be displayed in the command line interface. Suppose client sends the message, server receives, server starts working, then it will send the message to daemon. Daemon is not connected, so automatically server throws an error message that daemon is not running, or the device is not been connected. So this is the configuration of this is the architecture of the ADB. This is the architecture of the ADB. So client sends the message, servers manages the commands, server manages the command, manages the command, manages the commands, server manages the command, server manages the commands, then daemon, daemon, daemon runs the command, runs the command in the device, runs the command in the device, runs the command in the device. So client, so observe carefully, client is the first component, server is the second component, and the daemon is the third component. So client job is to send the command. Once the command is sent, server checks whether I am running or not. If it is server is not, if the ADB server is not running, it will start the server in the TCP IP port number 5037. Once the server starts, it will send the command to daemon. If the daemon is connected, the command will execute on the device and sends the output to the client through server. It will send the output to client through server. So the output will be displayed under client system, means that is on the terminal, command line user interface. It will be displayed here, the output will be displayed here. So if the server is running but if the daemon is not connected, server sends back the command to the client telling that the device is not being connected or no device found. So this is the architecture, simple architecture of the ADB. ADB. So it is having three components: client, server, and daemon. Client, server, and daemon. So so I will leave out for the questions now. Okay. So any questions? Let me know.
No, sir, no question. The client, it may be terminal or Android Studio also we can apply.
Yes.
The TCP 5555 is running on our device.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So our team, any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Now. Okay. So this is the architecture of the ADB. Now let us see how to configure the ADB. How to configure the ADB. ADB client and server configuration. So yesterday I have taught you how to configure it. Just I am repeating this one. Client and server configuration. So you need to follow these steps. So you need to install the Android Studio. Android Studio, go to SDK Manager. Then you need to follow the steps. So two ways you can configure it. Two ways you can configure. One is through Android Studio. First one is through Android Studio. Second one is through minimal third party tool called minimal ADB. Okay, minimal ADB. So first part, it takes time to configure it. Okay, so what you should do, you need to open the Android Studio. There you need to configure the SDK. So SDK manager, you need to select all the things, you need to install it. So once you install this, so this is optional, if you are working on Appium, then only it is important, otherwise it's an optional. So optional for manual testers, okay. So automation testers, WebDriver is important. Okay, so once you configure these things, you will be getting the Android Studio. So what you should do is, once you configure this, you need to enable the you need to set the environment variable, set the environmental variable. You need to set the environment variable to work on this, otherwise you cannot work. Okay, to set the environment variable, to set the environmental variable, to set the environmental variable, so what you should do, you should go to my computer, this PC properties. You have to go to my computer, this PC properties, go to advanced system settings, my computer or this PC properties, go to advanced system settings, go to advanced system settings, click on environmental variable, click on environmental variable. There under the system variable, under the system variable, go to path, go to path, go to path, then you need to edit it. So what you need to add it is, what you need to add it is, you need to add these three folders. That is, one is, you need to add the three folders. First one is, this is one of the folder you need to add under system path, environmental system variable path folder. Okay, you have to add this. You have to add this. And for emulator you have to add it. Okay, so now you need to create a new variable by name android underscore home variable, android underscore home variable, under android underscore home variable, under android home variable, android home variable, you need to add the this path, you need to add this path. Okay, so this will be installed under users Karthik app data local and android SDK. So this is the path you need to add it. So you need to go to this PC, C drive, users, particular folder, there will be having app data local, there will be having an option called SDK. Sorry, Android, under Android SDK. So this path should be added under the home folder. This path should be added in the, this path should be added in the path folder. See here, the ADB server is running, will be here. Okay, you need to add this folder. Now another path you need to add is Android folder only SDK. You need to add tools folder. Okay, tools folder to work on the emulator and everything. So you can add this. And this is one of the folder emulator. So I have added two emulators, thus 5. Okay, so these three things you need to add it when you are configuring it. Once you are done, if you are working on this, if you are working on the Android Studio, if you are working on the Android Studio, remember, if you are working on the Android Studio, you can execute the ADB commands in Android Studio only. You can execute the ADB commands in the Android Studio only, or you can direct, once you have configured, you can directly use command line. You can use command line. So you just type ADB, it will run. If you type ADB, it will run. Okay, it will run. So this is the first way you can configure the ADB. So any doubts here? Okay, So let us see the second way of configuration. Second way of configuration is, so the first way I will show you practically now. The first way I'm showing it practically. So what you should do, you have to go to Android Studio. So under Android Studio, you can go to configure, click on SDK manager, click on SDK manager, go to Android SDK, So remember, before installing the tools, any one operating system need to be configured here. So these are the things need to be configured in any of the Android. So this is Android 11 API 30. Okay, now so go to SDK tools. So there you need to configure this. Just click on install. So I don't want to waste the time now, so I'm not installing anything. So once you install, you need to go to environmental variable. So under environmental variable, you need to, so under environmental variable, you need to set the path. So once after installation of there, you need to set the path of all these things. So remember, Java is mandatory. So if you are not configured Java, still you cannot work. So Java need to be configured also. Okay, so I didn't show that. Okay, but default that Java is important here. Okay, so the second configuration we'll look into how to install in minimal ADB, how to configure in minimal ADB. Just go to Google, type minimal ADB and fastboot. Just go to Google, type minimal ADB and fastboot. So use this particular website, that is androidmtk.com. Use this androidmtk.com. Click on that. Okay, click on that. Just scroll down. You will get the latest version minimal ADB and fastboot 1.4.3.zip. Just download and install it. So once you click on this, one file will get downloaded. So once you click on this, you will be navigated to Android data host page. There you will be having start now button. You have to just click on the start now button, then download it. So once you download, just open it. Once you download, open it. So you will find the folder. Just open that folder. You will find the .exe file. Just double click on it. Click on run. Click on yes. See, there are how many next. So just first next agreement, path folder where the minimal ADB and fastboot need to be this one to be installed. Then minimal ADB and fastboot setup, create a desktop. This should be checked. So click on this. It will be helpful for you to just run the uh, commands from the desktop only. Create a desktop icon, click on next, click on install. So once you click on install, you can directly launch okay, you can directly launch, or you can leave it. Okay, so if you want to see where it has been downloaded, it's very easy. See here, you can get to know minimal ADB and fastfood has been downloaded. You can just double click on it. The command line will run. The command line will run. The command line will run. So this is a very simple step. So go to minimal this one. So Android MTK. Click on the latest ADB. Then click on start now. Zip folder. File folder. exe file. Double click. Next. Shortcut in desktop. Next, finish. Okay, so these things you need to follow for minimal ADB. So once it has been done, so it will be stored in the desktop. Okay, so you can directly, so once you have done this, so this, once you have completed this, you have almost completed the client and server, configuration. You have almost completed the client and server configuration. Now let us start with the daemon. Okay, how to configure the daemon. So daemon is just enabling the ADB debugging in your mobile. Okay, so let us start this. Any doubts till now? Let me know.
No, sir, no doubts. Sir, we can run both Android Studio and minimal ADB, no problems.
No problem, I'm running.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now we need to configure the daemon. To configure the daemon, you need to enable the developer option. So you need to enable the developer option. You need to enable the developer option in your Android device. In your developer option in your Android device. Developer option in the Android device. So how to enable this? It's very easy steps to enable it. You need to go to device settings. Under device settings, there will be an option called about phone. Under about phone, there will be an option called build number. This option called build number. You need to tap 7 times on the build number. You will get one toast message. Saying that you are a developer. If you are having Oppo or Vivo phones, in some phones, not on all models, in some models of Oppo and Vivo, you have to go to device settings, about there will be something called as software version. You need to tap 7 times on that one. If you are having Samsung device, go to device settings, about phone, system. There you will be getting the build number. Tap 7 times. You are a developer. If you are having Xiaomi phones, go to device settings, about phone. You will be having an option called MIUI version. Then tap 7 times on tap 7 times on the MIUI version. Okay, so to enable the developer option, what you should do, you want to go to device settings. If you are having Oppo or Vivo, if you are having some models, I'm talking about some models, not all the models. So check the first option. If you are not getting, check the first option. If you are not getting, go for the second option. It will be there. Okay, any doubts in this? Can you do it right now immediately, everyone, on your mobile device?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So I'll give you 1 minute of time to do this. So only this configuration you do it now, okay, but later the commands and everything you write down, then you execute later on.
Okay, sir.
This conference will now be recorded.
So we are discussing on the ADB configuration. So we have configured the client and server. Now we are configuring the daemon, that is the ADB debugging in your mobile device. So first to enable the developer option in your Android device, you have to go to device settings, go to about phone. There will be option called build number. Under build number, you need to tap 7 times on the build number. Then you will get a toast message called you are a developer. For some Oppo and Vivo, for some models, some device models, you need to tap on software version. Try the first one. If you are not getting, go to software version, tap 7 times, it will be enabled. For Samsung, there is only one slight change. You have to go to system, then you will be having a build number, tap 7 times on the build number. For Xiaomi, you need to go to MIUI version, tap 7 times on the developer option. This is the first step. Now let us go to second step. Once you enable, okay, so once you enable the developer option, just come back one screen, you will get developer option menu. Developer option for Oppo and Vivo users. For some models, you have to go to advanced settings. There you will be getting the developer option. Oppo, Vivo and Xiaomi users. For Xiaomi users, it's on advanced settings only. There will be developer option. Now, once you found developer option, just open the developer option. Open the developer option. Open the developer option. Open the developer option. There, open the developer option. So I'll just mention as 3.1 from here. 3.1. There will be an option called stay awake, or we'll be having an option called enable screen or awake screen. Enable or awake screen when it is on charging. It is on charging. So you need to enable this. Why you need to enable stay awake means, suppose if you are doing any execution, when you are doing any execution by using ADB, the screen need to be always be on. It should not go to standby. It should not go to standby. So you need to enable the stay awake option. Okay, so it will always keep the screen on only when you are connected with the charger, when you are connected with the USB cable. Okay, so next you need to enable there will be an option called ADB debugging or USB debugging, or you will be having an option called Android debugging. You need to enable that. So if you enable this only, then only you can interact with the device with the ADB. Otherwise you cannot interact with the device using ADB command. Only Xiaomi users you need to enable one more option, that is only for Xiaomi users. You need to enable one more option, that is install via USB, and there is a security configuration. You need to enable this only for Xiaomi users. Now, third thing you need to enable, 3.2.1 is applicable only for Xiaomi users. Okay, so next option what you need to enable is, if you just scroll down, okay, there will be an option called input. Okay, header as input header. There you will be having an option called show tabs or touches or enable tabs. Okay, so you need to enable this. Why you need to enable this means, When you enable this, when you are recording something, it will show where you are touching the screen, when which element, which UI element you are touching the screen. So developer will get to know. It is very important when you are giving the defects to the developer. When you are giving a video to a developer, this is very important. Otherwise the developer may get confused on where you are tapping and everything, so once you have done with this, you have configured the daemon. Almost you have configured the daemon. Okay, now if you are using, if you are using Android Studio, you will get an security key immediately on your mobile display, mobile home screen. You will get a security key on mobile home screen. You need to just check the checkbox, click on allow. Sometimes this security key will not come, means you have not configured the drivers, driver properly. To configure the driver, to interact, you need to configure the driver to interact with the device and the system. Okay, so if you have already configured, you will get this option. Okay, you need to click on allow. If you have not configured, then you will not be getting that option. So then you need to go and configure it. Okay, so any doubts till now here?
No, sir.
Okay, so I'll show this security key how it will come. To configure the driver, what you should do, just go to Google, install, search for PDA Net Plus. This is one of the best software I'm recommending, or else you can go for Samsung Universal ADB driver. You can directly mention like this, or else you can give as Google driver, Google USB driver. Just you need to install it. Okay, these three things, any one you can do it, so let us see how, once you connect, once you finish, remember, once you finish this, all these things, let me show you. So how to enable, I am showing you practically on how to enable the developer option. Go to settings here, Here you will be having an option called about phone. Under about phone there will be option called build. See here, build or build number. You need to tap 7 times. So if you have already a developer, it will show no need, you are already a developer. If you have not enabled that, then you need to, it will show that you are a developer. Just come back one screen, you will get a developer option. Okay, so in the developer option, in the developer option in the developer option, see, you can see there is an option called stay awake. So it is telling that screen will never sleep while charging. So just come down, there is an option called USB debugging. USB debugging, enable that. Then if you just come down, there is an option header. See here, you will get an header called input. Under this input there is an option called show touches. Okay, it will show visual feedback for touches. It will show visual feedback for touches. You have to enable all these three things. You need to enable all these three things. So once you enable this, okay, once you enable this, see, I have just connected my charger here. So I'm just connecting my charger after enabling this. So once I always remember, select media device or file transfer USB, this one. Okay, select media device or file transfer. Okay, media device or file transfer. Now okay, so I manually started the ADB. Okay, let it be. See here, once you connect it, okay, once you enable all these things, okay, you will get this option on your screen. Okay, be careful here. If you are not getting this option, until this option it comes, you need to wait. Okay, or you need to install the USB driver, then you need to configure it. Okay, so you just click on allow USB debugging. Okay, just it will tell always allow this computer to debug over USB. Click on OK. So this is the security key, okay, from the USB debugging. So you need to enable. So if you enable this, then only you will be able to use the ADB. Okay, then only you will be able to use the ADB and run the commands to the device. If you are not authorizing that, see here, if you are not authorizing that, if you are not authorizing it, see, if you are not authorizing it, then it is, you cannot work on that one, so it is better to authorize it, and it's mandatory to authorize it. Okay, now we have enabled the USB debugging. Now we have configured the USB debugging as well. We have configured the USB debugging. Okay, we have configured the USB and ADB server, client, everything we have configured successfully. Okay, now so let us start with the ADB command. Okay, let us start with the ADB command. Okay, let us start with the ADB commands. The first command, okay, which we run on the ADB is to check the version of the, whether the ADB is properly installed or not. Just type ADB, we'll get the all the help messages like Java. So means the ADB has been configured properly. To check the version which you are working on the ADB, just type ADB version. Just type ADB version. So you'll be getting the ADB version. Okay, ADB version. You'll be getting the ADB version. Now, whether to check whether the device has been connected properly or not, just type ADB devices. Just type ADB devices. So it will show the list of devices attached. It will show the list of devices attached. So if it is an emulator, it will show as an emulator. So this, whatever you are seeing this number, this is the serial number of your device. This is the serial number of your device. Whatever you are looking at this, right? This is the serial number of the device. Now suppose if you are not authorizing it, remember, if you are not authorizing it, so I'm just unauthorizing it now. So I have unauthorized. See, if I run the command, see, I'm getting this option. Now I'm not doing anything. Just I'll run the command. It will show as unauthorized. If the device drivers are not installed properly, okay, if the device driver has not been installed properly, it will show blank. Okay, so it will show blank. So it will show blank. Okay, so you can see the three differences here. If the device is not authorized, if you are not enabling the security key, it will show as unauthorized. If the device is not connected, or if your driver is not properly installed, it will show blank. If everything is correct, it will show the device serial number and mentioning as device. So this is the three difference thing you will be getting it. Okay, so any doubts in this?
No, sir.
Okay, so what all the commands we saw? ADB devices, ADB version we saw. So two versions we saw. Suppose ADB is not working. Okay, suppose if the ADB is not working, or if there is any problem in your ADB commands, if the command is not executing, you can kill the ADB server by entering a command ADB kill-server. ADB kill-server. You can kill the ADB server by entering the command ADB kill server. Now if I execute, after killing, if I execute, see here, if I execute it, okay, observe it carefully. I have killed the server here. Now I didn't start the server. Let us go to paint. So what happened here? Observe carefully. So I executed the command. The client sends the command. Now server checks whether it is running or not. If it is not running, why it is not running here? Because I have killed the server here. If it is not running, it will start by its own in the TCP IP port number 5037. In the TCP IP port number 5037. So I didn't start the server. Now see, daemon not running. Starting now at TCP 5037. Daemon started successfully. So this is the device attached. Okay, did you got this? Did you got this? Did you got this architecture, how it works now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now so three commands we have with us. Two, if you want to start manually also, see, I will just kill it again. I can, there is another command to start it, start hyphen server. So server starts. Okay, so it will not show execute any command now because I didn't start any commands now. So I manually started the server. So write down these four commands. Write down these four commands: ADB version, ADB devices, ADB kill server, ADB start server. ADB kill server or ADB start server. ADB kill server and ADB start server. Next command, let us discuss on. So while teaching you the installation testing, I told that there is the fourth way you can install it is through ADB. Okay, through ADB. So we will see how to install an application through ADB. How to install an application through ADB. How to install an application through ADB. To install an ADB, to install an application, just a simple command ADB install. If I execute it, it will show install required an argument. So you should be having an APK file to install it. You should be having an APK file to install it. So let us take the APK file, ADB install. So I'm having one APK file. Let me see. Okay. So I'm having one APK file here. Okay. So it's in the E drive. I'm having a APK file. So install. I'll give the path. Then I will select the APK here. I'll select the APK here. See, this is the APK. So if I enter it, it will install it. It will install it. This is one way. Another way is just drag and drop the APK to command line. Drag and drop to APK to command line. No need of typing it. Okay. Now see, it is showing the APK is getting installed. So if it is above 7 version. I'm using the 6.0.1 version, so it is little bit slow to execute some commands, but after this it is above 7 version, it will execute faster. Okay, so you will get a success message. It will not take this much of time to install it through ADB. I'm using the Android 6.0 version. It takes time over there. Remember, okay, so it is showing the install. So I have already installed that particular package. Just for 1 second. So I removed one package from here. I removed one application from here. So you'll get a, see how you got the failure message, right? The same way you'll get a success message. Success message. If the success message is coming means the application installed successfully. If you are getting failed means, why it was failed means install failed, the app was already exist, that's why it didn't install it. See here, I got an app. Okay, I got the app. Okay, so I should get a success message here. Say I got a success message. I got a success message. Okay. Now, so this is the command ADB install. Okay, ADB install path of the APK. You need to provide the path of the APK, or just drag and drop the or just drag and drop the APK file to command line. Okay, note down the command ADB install path of the APK, or drag and drop the APK file to command line. Okay, so next command, so I have installed, I need to uninstall it. Okay, so if I want to uninstall, so should I should I drag and drop the APK, same APK to uninstall it? So let us see that. It doesn't work. Okay, so it doesn't work. It will show an error. 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 Okay, let it be. Okay. second. Okay, it will show an error. So what you should do is, there is a command called uninstall. See, the full form of .apk file, the full form of .apk file is Android package kit. Whenever the application installs in your mobile, whenever the application will be installed in your mobile, this will be converted into a package folder. It will be converted into a package folder. It will be converted into a package folder. See here, you can see it will be.
Hello, hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, APK full form once again, sir.
Android package kit. Okay, now once
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
once it is installed, it will be converted into package name. See here, the package name will be like this, com dot. Okay, the package name will be like this, com dot, or com dot google, com dot whatsapp, com dot whatever it is, right? The file name which has been given for that particular apk, that will be, this is the way they need to give it. So that will be converted into a package name. See here, we'll get all the file folder here only, whatever the application has been installed. See, com.android.music. Okay, so like this you will get all the apk files here. Okay, all the apk files. Okay, not apk files, package files. So using that you need to, that is the, that we call it as a package name. Using that package name you need to uninstall. Another way to find out this package name, another way to find out the package name is using the third party. Okay, using the third party tool. So I'm having one of the application called devcheck. I have installed this devcheck. There if I go to apps, see, I'm getting a package name here, io.chingari.app. I'm getting a package name called io.chingari.app. So if I want to uninstall, so let me instead of chingari, let me, okay, I will uninstall that one, no issues. Okay, so io.chingari.app. So here you can see the chingari. So io.chingari.app. Okay, now I'm executing this command. Once I execute it, observe this icon here. What will happen to the icon? What happened? The application uninstalled and we got a success message. To uninstall any application through ADB, the command is ADB uninstall and the package name. You need to provide the package name. How to find the package name? You can go to file manager. You can go to file manager, phone storage or internal storage. There will be option called Android folder. Under Android folder there is a data folder. In the data folder you will get the all the packages name, first way. Second way is install any third party application like app manager or any dev check or anything. Just open the third party application, go there, you'll be getting the package name. Using that package name you can uninstall. These are the two ways you can find out the package name. Another way is there, that is through ADB command only. That we will discuss in further. Okay, we'll discuss that command in further. Okay, another way of finding out the packages through ADB, that we will discuss further. So next command, that command is ADB uninstall. You have to provide the package name. So this installation, it will happen very fast in other operating system. As it is 6, it takes time. Okay, see, I have installed again. Okay, so I got the Chingari application again. Okay, so any doubts up to this? So I'm just teaching you the basic commands. Okay, I'm just teaching you the basic commands of installation and installation and everything, which can be used by the test engineer. So I'm not going very in depth of the ADB commands. So there are so many commands, but right now just I'm teaching you on the basic commands, which can be used for testing purpose. Okay, so next command. So we have seen the following commands. What are the following commands? ADB version, which displays the versions of the ADB which we are using. ADB devices, which displays the devices which are using. It will display the serial number of the devices. ADB kill server, it will kill the server of the ADB. ADB start server, it will start the server. ADB install, path of the APK, it will install the APK. ADB uninstall package name, it will uninstall the installed package, installed application. Now next thing, okay, next command, ADB push. So let us go into another command called push or pull command. Push or pull command. Push and pull. Okay, so push command means you are pushing a file to device. You are pushing a file from system to device. Pull command means you are pulling the file from device to system. Push command means you are pushing a file from system to device. Pull command means you are pulling the file from device to system. So let us execute this command. ADB push. So if I want to push anything, okay, see, I'm just pushing it. I'm pushing one test cases here. Fine. I'll just push it. Now when you are pushing it, okay, remember, when you are pushing it, you need to mention where you are pushing it. Okay, so you need to mention where you are pushing it. If you execute, just mention and execute this command, see, it will show an error, push required an argument. Okay, so when you are pushing to the device, remember, when you are pushing to the device, either it may be internal memory or external memory. If the internal memory is full, then it will go to external memory. If the internal memory is free, first whatever you are doing, whatever you are pushing it, it will go to internal memory only. Okay, it will not go to external memory. So to provide the command for either for internal or external memory, you need to use a word called /sd card. Okay, you need to use a word called /sd card. This /sd card means it is an memory, whether it is an internal memory or it may be an external memory. You need to, but the coding has been done, the program has been done for the ADB, like you need to provide a specific path for device. That specific path is called as /sd card. Okay, you cannot give any other name because you will not push it. Okay, now I'll just enter this. See here, you got an output, one file pushed, now to view this, I have just sent one Excel sheet. See, I just went to mobile phone, phone storage. See here, I will be getting in test cases. Test cases. I'm getting a file called test cases. Okay, so I'm just pushing it from the system path to device path. So device path is specified as slash SD card. Okay, slash SD card. So I'm just pushing a file from system path to device path. Device path is specified as slash SD card. So once you execute it, we'll get an output that this one file has been pushed. Okay, within particular second speed. Okay, within particular seconds. Okay, now if I want to pull it, if I want to pull any of the file, be careful. See, I'm having some files here, abcde.png, abcd.png, abcde.jpeg and everything. So I'll just pull out this one. Okay, so to pull it out, I'll use a command called ADB pull. From where I need to pull it? From the device memory. What is the device memory path has been specified as slash SD card. What is the file name? abcde.png. I need to push it to one of the path. So I'll just mention the path here. So I'm having a path called D8 in the D drive. In D drive I'm having a one folder called ADB folder here. So I'm just pushing out this abcde.png here. Okay, so carefully watch here. I'm executing it. So I executed. I got abcd.png. Okay, so push means you are sending a file from system to mobile path. Pull means from mobile path you are sending to the system path. Mobile path you are sending to system path. Okay, now most of the time what will happen means, see, you can see there is an option called test space cases. Only this works only in the push, but when you are pulling the same thing, test space cases .exe, if you are pulling, it will show an error. Okay, it will show an error. Okay, okay, see, same thing, I didn't pull it. Okay, I could not pull it. Why? Because here when pulling it, it will consider test as one file, cases as one file. If you are providing a space, it will consider test as one case and cases as one case. Okay, so that's why I see here test, it will try to execute but no file, 0 MB, cases.exe it has taken, so it doesn't exist. So I need to mention as .xls. Okay, so if I go to path, yes, here I didn't get any of the file here. Okay, I got a blank file called test, but in test nothing is there. Okay, I got blank folder called test, but nothing is there. So what you should do is when you are executing, see XLS. Okay, see, if I execute it, one file was pulled, that is one folder has been pulled, but nothing will be there in that folder. Okay, so now when you are executing it, that file, so make sure that there is no space, there is no space between the test and cases. Okay, XL6. Okay, there is no space between these two. So let me execute it. See here, one file pulled without any error. So that file I can view it here. See here, I got that file. I got that file. Okay, so remember, there should be no space in the device storage for the file name. For the file name, there should be no space in the phone, okay, then only the pull command executes. Okay, so this is our the pull command. So what is the command? ADB push device path, so a file path to slash SD card. Okay, that is the device path. ADB pull means from device path, that is slash SD card, file name dot extension to system path. Okay, so these are the command of ADB pull and push and okay. Next command, very important command for the test engineers, on how to take the logs. Okay, on how to take the logs, for ANR. ANR means app not responding and for crashes. App not responding and for crashes. Okay, now, okay, very important command. Okay, so this is where, so suppose now you're testing on app, assume the scenario, you're testing on application, you're testing on application you're testing on application. Now suddenly you will get an application called error called app stopped working. You'll get an app stopped working. Okay, app stopped working. So if you provide if you provide if you are providing if you are providing the image, a screenshot for this, developer will not consider it. If you provide the screen recording also, developer will not accept it in a very rare case. But if you provide the logs, you need to accept it. Why? Because the logs will display each and every activity whatever you have done, okay, to reproduce it, okay, to reproduce the same defect for the developers. So logs are very important while testing the application. So developer, if you are providing the logs, you will get to know why the crash has happened in the device, what crash has happened, okay, each and everything you will get to know. So the logs is very important coming to the mobile testing part. So how to take the log, okay, we'll see. But remember, note this point, very important. Before executing anything, okay, suppose you are coming to the office. Okay, now you have started the application launch. You need to start the application. Okay, you need to start testing the application. Assume that you have to start testing the application. You have to start testing the application. Note that before starting the application, make sure you are clearing the previous logs. You are clearing the previous logs. So how to clear the previous logs? The command is adb logcat-c. adb-logcat-c. This command will clears all the logs present right now in your device. So see the timing, it's 8:54. By 8:54 I've executed this command. -c means clear. Okay, -c refers to clear. Now if I want to execute the, now you can start using the mobile application for testing. Now so I'm just opening the application here. Now I'm opening the Chingari application. Okay, I'm just opening one application. So this is only for the demo purpose. I'm executing it on the particular application. There is no form of arming the application here. Okay, so I'm just registering it. See, are you able to see my movements here on the phone? Are you able to see these movements? So when you enable the show touches,
Yes, sir.
these movements can be easily, okay, that movement will be shown, okay, where you are tapping and everything. Okay, so I'm trying to crash the application. One second. So I'm trying to just crash the application. Okay, have patience.
ಇವತ್ತು ಜಲಪ್ರಳಯ ಅವ್ರ ಮನೇಲಿ बेबी तुम एक किसी ने पूछ
Hemant, are you there?
Sir, I'll tell you, sir.
Tell
Click
me.
on following.
Okay, click on following.
Click on following, then okay. Then go to any one user. Click on this mesh prima
Okay.
donna. Click on that.
Yeah.
Go to any one tile over here. Click on any one tile.
Okay.
Did you click?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, go to followers.
Okay, I need to from here.
Again, in followers, go to any one user.
Okay.
Go to followers.
Okay.
Go to followers. Click any one user over here.
Yeah.
And click any tile over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep doing this process 3 times. You'll get traction. Yeah.
Sir, if you don't do 3 times also, if you do 1 time also, it will be. I mean, you can reproduce, sir.
Tell me the step, Hemant. Tell me the step.
Sir, go to any one of the following.
Okay.
It should be more than 2 or 3 followers, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Once you click the following, yeah, okay. Just open any of the followers.
Yeah.
Click on any one of the followers.
Follow.
Okay. Then open the following on followers of the any one of them.
Yeah.
Get over to me.
I need to come back, I think so, right?
No, sir. Following.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to come back.
Yeah.
Again, go to click. I mean, tap any one of the different, sir. I mean, different followers, sir. I don't think so. I mean, it's not the no, sir.
Okay, wait 1 second. I'll do from starting. Followers. Following.
So following.
Yeah.
Okay, come back.
Yeah.
So tap any one of the different followers.
Yeah.
Now we should answer.
Yeah, correct. Now it should work, right? Okay. Oh, I'm not getting it. So I'll show that I'm not getting the defect. Okay, but I'll show you on the other defects. Okay. Now I have executed something, right? So I've already updated something. So I need to take the cross logs. I need to take the logs. Okay, I've executed from 854. I've executed it. So if I type ADB logcat, okay, so to take the logs, we need to execute with the command called ADB logcat. If I execute this, see here, the logs will be displayed here itself. Okay, the logs will be displaying here itself. Okay, so this is not the correct way to display the log because you cannot copy or paste it. So for this, it is better to take the logcat and put it on some folder by using a redirector symbol. Okay, so by using the right arrow, you can just mention the text file. See here, now whatever I am executing the command, it is directly updating into skillrary.txt. So if I want to open the skillrary.txt, See, 8:54 we started, so it will show today is the 19th date and the 9th month 19th day, 8:54. Because why it is showing us 8:54 means before, so we clear the locks over there, we clear the locks, that's why it is showing from 8:54. Okay, so this is how the log cat will be there, this is how the log cat will be there. Okay, now if I want to take a logcat for particular application, so after logcat you need to give the so you need to provide the package name, you need to provide the package name. So ADB logcat package name. Okay, you need to provide the package name. So I'm just redirecting to the same folder. I'm just redirecting. Okay, so to stop it you need to press Ctrl C. Now, okay, so now it has been assumed that it has been updated. So I'll open skilldiary.txt. Now you can see by pressing Ctrl F, type Chingari here. See here, 8:54 we started the package. Okay, 8:54 we launched the application. We launched the application. io.chingari.app launched this one. Okay, then whatever the activity we did, okay, whatever the activity we did, everything will be recorded in the logcat. Everything will be recorded in the logcat. Everything will be recorded in the logcat. Suppose if a application stopped, okay, if the application you get an error message called application stopped working. Okay, if you get an error message called application stopped working, so I'll show you how it will be looking. So I'm having a file called shicrash.txt. I'll show from that. Suppose if you got any crash, see we crashed this application on 6th September at 5:37. Suppose if you got any crash, what will happen means you are able to see this beginning of main and beginning of system. The same way you will be getting another option called beginning of crash. So I'll show you. So if I go like this, it will take a lot of time. So I'll go as crash. Yes. See here, you will get an option called beginning of crash. The header called beginning of crash. Okay, beginning of crash. So in this beginning of crash, you can see we have crashed the application. Okay, with the error called fatal exception with illegal state exception. So how it has happened, the crash, how the crash has happened. So this is the crash log. Okay, see all the activity of the crash, will be displayed in this crash log, in this logcat. in this logcat. All the application, whatever it has been crashed, right, all the thing will be displayed in this logcat. So if you got any option code, if you got any error code, application has stopped, so you need to come to this header by searching for crash, beginning of crash. Then if a developer is finding these three lines, especially these lines up to this, right, then he will consider that it has been crashed. If it's not able to find it out, then it will be difficult. Then you can see there is small one letter called E letter in all the thing. Okay, E means error, W means warning, W means warning, I means info, I means info, I means info, E means error. See, SQLite error. Okay, so I means info, E means warning, and W means warning, E means error. So you'll be getting the error. So what crashed happened and everything, how the crash had happened, everything we'll get to know. Now this crash file, you need to send it to developer. You need to send it to developer. Once you send it to the developer, once you log the defect, send the crash log, attach the cross log in your defect tracking tool, then send it crashing loop. Again, what you should do, to come back, then clear your previous logs. You have to come back and clear your previous logs. So once you clear this previous logs, again you need to execute it. Again you need to execute it. Again you need to execute it. The file. Again you need to execute it. So I have cleared the logs. I have cleared the logs. I am relaunching the Chingari application. I'm relaunching the Chingari application. So I'm just going to follow. I'm trying to crash it. So if you got any crashes, then easily you can yeah you I'm not getting the crash today, unfortunately. So if you got any crash, what you should do, you should type ADB logcat and the package name, IO dot the package name. Then you have to redirect to any of the file, okay, with the file name. Okay, then once it is done, so wait for 2 to 3 around 5 to 6 seconds, let the logs loads to that particular text file, then press Ctrl C, then you can open the log file. So you will get, see, we so at 9 o'clock 10 minutes we clear the logs from there the new logs has been updated. To find out the logcat, what you should do is just open the file which is having the crash, control F, press crash, just type crash. You will be getting a heading called beginning of crash. From here, okay, you can provide it, or else you just provide the full file. Okay, you just provide the full file to the developer. Okay, that will be, then only you can provide the crash. So this is about the logcat. Very very important command when it comes to mobile testing. ADB logcat package. So I'm just mentioning as redirect symbol with file name dot text. So if you are using minimal ADB, kindly provide one path, one folder, then you provide the one path folder, then you provide the file name. Otherwise the minimal ADB is, as it is a third party, it will not allow you to store it in your drives. Okay, so you need to give the path like this. So this is about the logcat. Now one more command which we discussed about the how to find the package names. Okay, package names, how to find the package names. To find the package name, so before that we'll go to shell commands. Okay, there is something called as shell commands. To record the screen, or to take the screenshot, so we use shell commands. Okay, shell commands, why we use means we are taking the permission of the kernel, then we are executing. That's why we'll be using the shell commands. So ADB shell screen capture. Okay, screen cap. Okay, screen cap. Now if we execute this command ADB to capture the screen, ADB shell ADB shell ADB shell screen cap. Okay, if I execute this command, what will happen? See here, so it is displaying like this. Okay, it is displaying like this. So it has taken the capture, but whatever it has taken the screenshot, right, it is displaying in the DOS mode only. It is displaying in the DOS mode or in the command line only. That's why you are getting all these symbols and everything. So this is not the right way to capture the screen using the shell commands. The right way is you need to provide the path. So we'll see that one. The right way is to provide the path. How to provide the path, I'll show you. Okay, how to provide the path. So you have to provide the SD card, so the memory. Okay, you have to provide the phone destination and with the file name. So let me give it as skillrary.png. Okay, so PNG is the better format to provide it. You can give JPEG also, but sometimes the screen will be blank. Okay, so PNG is the better option. You just provide skill rarity, any file name, I just use this word. So any file name you provide it, you can use my name also, or suppose if there is any defect. So let me take one defect here. Suppose assume that okay, this is the profile I'm taking it, slash SD card cbt test yantra dot png. I can give it like this. Now see here, the command will execute it. You will not get any error message. Means the command has executed properly. So if I want to see this screenshot, see here, I'll go to file manager. See here, you will get it testyantra.png. So I will use the help of pull command to execute, to pull it testyantra.png to any of the folder. See here, why it is showing like this means I've not specified the path here. So SD card slash testyantra to this path. See here, now it will execute. Okay, so if I see the D drive, ADB folder, see here, I'm getting the testyantra.png. Same screenshot. See the same screenshot, it has been displayed. Okay, so the command is ADB shell screen cap and the destination folder where this particular image need to be stored. From there you need to pull it out. Okay, this is the command to use to screenshot. So never tell in an interview that I have used ADB screen cap. You can take a screenshot on a device, but if you are working on an emulator, then we can discuss on the screen cap and everything. Okay, so now another command, ADB shell screen record Now if I execute this command without providing the path, so it will show must specify the output file, okay. Now that's why output file, what is the output file? You need to provide the slash SD card with the file name. Okay, so I'll just mention mp4. Okay, now remember, using the ADB, the sound will not be recorded. The first thing, and ADB allows the recording only for 3 minutes. Okay, it allows recording for only for 3 minutes, not more than that. Okay, so because you cannot record entire thing, that's why they have only restricted to 3 minutes. Only 3 minutes you can record the video of the any screen record. See here, I have executed. Now I'll just open one file. I'm just playing some games, so you can see I'm tapping somewhere else and everything. Okay, So to stop the recording, you need to press Control C. To stop the recording, you need to press Control C. Now, if I want to see this recording, okay, if I want to see this recording, so I can go to File Manager, their phone storage. You can see I will be getting an option called testcenter.mp4. You can see it here, testcenter.mp4. To pull this, I'll use a command ADB pull testcenter slash SD card, and to the this folder, see it is pulling out the particular mp4. It is pulling out, so it has been pulled. To view that, I'll go to file. See here, I got it, testcenter.mp4. See now, if I open this file, see, you can see where you can see that cursor, wherever I have tapped, each and everything I'll be getting to know. That's why the show touches is very, very important. See here, I tapped somewhere else here, so many ways, so it is showing it. Okay, so this is how the screen recording works. Okay, next command. So I was discussing about the package name. I was discussing about the packages name, right? So let me update this command. So what you should give, slash SD card slash file name dot extension, then ADB shell screen record slash SD card slash file name dot txt. So I am providing you the extension also. Use the same extension, it will be good. Now I was talking about the package name. So how to find out the package name using ADB command. So let us see here. If I execute the command ADB shell list package, so there is no hyphen, so I'm just removing it, sorry. So this is the command. I don't know why it is not executing. that is the command actually. So it will list all the packages related to the all the packages it will be listing out.
Sir, ADB shell PM list packages.
Oh, sorry, I missed PM right here. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, this packages. Sorry, very sorry. So yes, so the command is adb shell pm list. There is no hyphen packages. So this will display all the package list. This will display all the package list, but you need to select it from this here, from here. Okay, so it is this, it is displaying the command line only. So instead of that, if you want, you can redirect it to any of the folder that will be displayed in the notepad. See here, it will display. So if you want to select any of the application, see here, I'm getting this. I can copy from after the colon, after the semicolon, not colon, after the colon, I can copy it and I can view the package, list packages of the particular file. Okay, so that's it for today's session here. Okay, so these are the basic commands of the ADB which we'll be uh, using in the company. There are some advanced commands also that we will discuss it on tomorrow's session. So tomorrow we can sync up in the morning only. One second. Tomorrow's session in the next session we'll be discussing about this. Some more commands are there related to some advanced ADB commands like switches and everything. We'll discuss about that one on the next session. We'll discuss about in the next session.
This conference is no longer being recorded.
Okay.
Sir, when would be the next session, sir?
So tomorrow only we'll do this, the next session. Tomorrow morning we'll take it. Okay. So morning 8:30, is it fine for everyone?
Yes, yes.